Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about the Blockbuster challenge for week 4, as well as how to complete every single challenge fast and easily. I've already completed all of them in this season 4, week 4 of the Battle Pass. There's quite a few tricky challenges this week, but I think I figured out, the quirkiest and the fastest ways to complete each of these. Going to be talking about all of that and also showing you guys where this hidden battle star is for once you've completed all of those challenges. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go for 805 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. And thank you guys all so much for the support on the challenge videos. I do every single challenge that, that can use some tips on it, that is important, every single week, as well as tips and tricks videos and just a bunch of stuff on the channel. We're on the road for 200,000 subs, and just thank you guys all for, dropping likes, subscribing, everything. It just truly has been a blessing. It's been awesome to be able to do this every single week and every single day with, tips and tricks content or whatever I'm doing. So let's go through, and this is where you're going to find this battle star. Now I'll show you guys my gameplay of me getting it right here. Now in order for this battle star to appear, you actually have to have all of your week 4 challenges finished. Now that's what everyone else says. I feel like you might have to have all of the previous weeks finished, as in 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's you just have to have week 4 finished or weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4 finished. So you guys could clarify in the comment section down below. I believe it is that you just need week 4 finished. However, if it doesn't appear, it's not because I have the location wrong. Obviously, I'm showing it in the video. It's just because you have to do the previous weeks, I guess. So make sure you finish all of these week 4 challenges first, and I'll show you guys how to do that in today's video throughout the whole thing. But if you guys are just interested in the battle star, this is where it's going to be. It's basically at this launch site right on the mountain by Snobby Shores. Now, a lot of people think you have to build up to the spot. You really don't. You just land right in there, and you can basically get up above, hop down onto a ledge, and then you're up close and personal, basically sitting on a plank with the battle star. You pick it up, and that gets you a whole level free. Basically, when you grab that battle star, it gets you 10 battle stars for your battle pass, which is the equivalent to a full level, which is huge. I mean, these challenges weekly, it's amazing how many levels you can really get. I'm only a couple levels off of Omega, just basically off playing the game a lot and by doing these weekly challenges, so it really isn't that hard. Just make sure you complete each of them. So that's how you get the battle star. But first, you're gonna have to complete all of the week 4 challenges, and in this video I'm going to be for the rest of the video talking about each of these challenges and how you can complete them, because there are some that are kind of tricky, but I figured out the best ways to do them. Now, first one, deal 1,000 damage with assault rifles with opponents. This is probably the easiest challenge. 1,000 damage with assault rifles is fairly simple. Basically just play the game and this will come naturally. Pick up assault rifles. Everyone uses assault rifles in their daily Fortnite gaming life, so that one should come fairly naturally. Next one is to search chests in Wailing Woods. Now let me tell you guys, Wailing Woods is an absolute crazy town right now, and my tip for this one would be, I'll show a map up on the screen right now of all of the Wailing Woods chest locations. Now what I did to complete this, and this one will take you multiple games, but don't try to land in the middle area of Wailing Woods, because that's where like 10 to 15 people land every game, and you'll be lucky to get one. What I like to do is go for that far right side where there's those 2 chests and pick up 1 to 2 of them every single game. You should be the only one doing it. This is going to take you multiple games. You don't have to do this in the same game, and basically that's how I was able to complete this Wailing Woods challenge. This one definitely will give you a headache and definitely will take some time. Normally, searching chests in Wailing Woods would be very easy, but of course everyone, we're not the only people trying to do these chests. Everyone is trying to do that, and that's what makes this challenge hard. Another strategy you can do is to go into the 50v50 mode, although I think that is getting removed very soon. I think it might actually be getting removed in like a couple of hours, but that's another way to do it. I think, solos, duos, squads, any of them, it's about the same level of, people spamming going to that location. I've tested them out, and that's just the strategy. This one is just tedious, but you're going to have to do it. There's no real trick or anything to make this one go super easy. Next is to search 7 ammo boxes in a single match. Now this challenge, I find a lot of people are struggling with it. Now what you want to do for this one is you want to, wherever the battle bus is coming in, you want to basically stretch your landing to a very, very far location, whether it's the factories, Risky Reels, probably not Moisty Mire because there's a battle star there right now. But factories, Risky Reels, Junk Junction, Haunted Hills, you want to stretch it super duper far and basically loot and run into the storm, hitting up every single loot location, every single small town, the hotel area, every single broken down house, and just look for all of the loot boxes. You have to do 7 in a single game, and this is really like very difficult to do if you go to Tilted Towers or somewhere populated. So the strategy for this and how I was able to complete this one is basically by doing it like that. And you just have to get 7 in a single match. So make sure you're counting them in your head, because there will be no indicator when you complete all 7. So you have to sort of keep track in your head for that one. Next challenge is to visit the center of different storm circles in a single match. This one I'll show a picture up on the screen. I uploaded a full video talking about this, but what you're going to want to do basically is land in the middle area of the map. I say not Shifty Shafts, Salty Springs is the best place to land, or Dusty Divot, of course, because those are really central on the map. And then you're going to look for this purple sort of thing like I showed in the image, and you just have to run near that and do that 3 times. So for this one, you're going to have to rotate early, stay alive, and sort of move in. There's not really any secret for this one as well. This one's probably one of the hardest challenges we've seen in the game, but you have to just move in with the circle and honestly play really good, because you have to stay alive for at least 3 full circles to be able to even pull that off. So those are the tips that I will give you for that one. Probably pretty difficult, but if you can stay alive and if you land central and stay in the central area of the map, you can be able to pull that one off. Next is to search between a bench, ice cream truck, and a helicopter. And of course, this is weekly we just get these challenges, which are to search for the battle star. Probably the easiest ones. It's kind of funny that Epic Games and on the Battle Pass or challenge list, they classify this one as hard, but then they classify visiting the middle of the storm circles as a not hard challenge. They don't say easy or medium. They just say nothing, which is hilarious, because this one is actually very, very hard, or not very, very hard, very, very easy. But that's of course if you're using YouTube guides or looking it up. I guess if you try to figure it out naturally, yeah, this is going to be a super duper hard challenge. I don't know anyone who actually does that. Maybe on the treasure map ones you could, but this one is insanely hard. But if you use this guide, I'll show the picture right up on the screen right now. I made a full video on this one as well, as I always do, covering all these challenges. Really, really easy. Moisty Mire, right to the northeast section of Moisty Mire. On this patch of dirt, you'll find it, and you just pick that one up, and that'll of course give you another full tier of your battle pass. Really easy stuff, and I love these weekly challenges there. Next one is going to be Trap Eliminations. Now this one is probably one of the hardest, especially since you only have to do one of them, but the recent trap nerfs, and I think they might be trolling us over at Epic Games, because the traps always did 125 damage. Just like a couple days ago or like a week ago, they nerfed it down to 75 damage is all the traps do now. And now they put a challenge in to get a trap kill. It seems like they're sort of testing us, or trying to add a little joke in there or something. But this is a really hard challenge. Now, the best way to complete this trap challenge is kind of a unique way, because it is an elimination. Going in solo and trying to find a trap and trying to hit a guy and then trap them can be very difficult. I find that a really good way you'll be able to complete this is if you go and you play squads, or you play solo squads or squads with your friends, or it doesn't really matter, and you knock a player. You find a trap, keep it in your inventory, and whenever you knock a player, shoot them one time, because of course after you knock them, they're still gonna have 100 HP. So after you knock them, shoot them one time with like an assault rifle or an SMG or something like that, so they're less than 75 HP. Place the trap on the floor that they are crawling on, and there's nothing they can do to avoid that. Of course, that will go and finish them off, and even though they are knocked, that is an elimination, so that's what you're going to want to do. And that's definitely the best way to complete the trap one. If you're trying to do this in solos, it could take forever and could take super long until you get lucky, but that's definitely the best way to complete that one. As far as the last challenge we have is to eliminate 3 opponents in Snobby Shores. Now this one is interesting because Snobby Shores, Moisty Mire, Wailing Woods, these are all super poppin' areas of the map nowadays because of these weekly challenges. And if you're a good player, you'll pay attention to what these weekly challenges are and how it changes the flow of gameplay. Places like Tilted and Retail are really good landing spots right now because it's a bunch of loot, a plethora of loot, with less people going there because everyone's trying to do these challenges. But that's for after everyone's you guys are done these challenges. Eliminate opponents in Snobby Shores. There's a couple ways to do it. You can either just land at Snobby Shores, try to get a gun and go on a killing rampage, or you could do what I did, which is I landed at the stadium area, which is actually in between Snobby Shores and in between Tilted Towers. And what I did there is I looted up, I got myself a gun, got myself some shields, and did the short run over to Snobby. And while I was there, when I got there, I was third partying into fights that had already happened, and I was able to kill 3 people, no problem there, with the shields that I already had equipped basically off of the stadium, as well as I had a double pump running into there. A lot of good stuff, and I found that is a good strategy to do it as well, because 3 kills really isn't that hard to do, and the fact is so many people go Snobby right now because of this challenge. You can actually land somewhere else, make it over there in time where people are still in Snobby Shores, but it's up to you. You can do it either way. That's just my tips on how you guys can do this. And of course, the free battle pass tier star, once you complete all this challenge, will pop up and will be available for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.